Hi, all. This is Dr. J and my friend and colleague, Professor Spike,
Whoa,
streaming live from Long Island, New York, with the midday stock report. I don't know why I'm
Yes.
smiling. It's been one day after another.
Last time,
I'm taking a bath.
last time
Splish,
laugh.
splash, I was taking a bath.
Splish splash is right. Boy, like I
Yeah, it's
said,
not been pleasant for
smile
us
though your heart is breaking.
biotechies. It's been an unpleasant few weeks.
Yes. Yes, this has not
And
been
today
fun.
is no exception, as almost everything is red, with just a few things turning green. Athesis on a little bit of good news. I mean, it's ridiculous news. They're designated as a regenerative medicine company by the FDA. Whoopee
Right,
woo
right. Recognition. Oh,
recognition.
you mean I exist? Thank you.
Jigglypuff says, please make the beating stop.
Oh, please,
We're really
please.
taking it on the chinny chin chin.
Right,
And now the segment of the market that was providing a little relief, the electric vehicles, are
right.
also taking it on the chin today.
Well, it turns out battery day turned out to be a battery bust.
Now I don't know if it's me or my ears or your mic, but I'm not getting good volume. Maybe the volume might be too low for me on this computer.
Uh-huh.
It's
Well,
probably my end.
why don't we ask some of our audience if I sound bad?
Plus, there's noise from the grandkids in the background.
Fine. Thank you, Tim. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Tim is on with us.
Yes,
Volume
he
is
is.
fine. Okay. So it's just my ears. I got to unclog them. You know what it might be? It might be my brain fog.
Oh, the brain fog that you're having?
Brain fog.
Yeah, well, depression would do that.
Okay, Jiggly agrees with me.
Oh, yeah, I am a bit low. What I'll do is I'll talk louder. How's that? I don't mind. My wife's not here.
Hey, Greg is on. Greg, we're all suffering here. You got any good biotechs that'll make a smile?
I thought we were getting out of biotech.
Catherine's here. Hi, Kath.
Look at that. We got the whole gang, even though it's early in the afternoon. I'm very happy about
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
Molly.
even the behemoths, Amazon and Apple are taking it on the chin.
Yes. Tough week.
Walmart, even
It's my coffee
Walmart
cup. I'm using my
turned
grumpy coffee
red.
cup.
What
Okay.
did you write? What's your cup say?
It's my grumpy cup.
Oh, your grumpy cup.
Of course. And it's coffee and there's no Baileys in it. I have nothing to celebrate.
What determines the time of the cast? Well, we put a lot of numbers in a fishbowl, and we pick out the time, and then we go with it. That's all.
Dr. J and I are very busy people with other obligations.
Oh, co-diagnostics. Yeah.
Yeah, we should take a look.
Yeah. That's been on a roll. It's been one of the few
Yeah, so it's
good
also
good
that's
movies of the last week.
that's the kind of roll it's on.
I'm not anxious to get to the charts because they're too depressing to look at.
Well, maybe we'll teach the people a thing or two about how to read bad charts.
Yeah. What I'm going to do, in fact, is for the midday report, is look at my watch list and give you guys some numbers in general before we get to the charts, because it is supposed to be a midday report. At midday, the Dow Jones Industrials is down 0.3%, or 81 bucks. The S&P futures are down 0.5%, or 17 points. Not sure what SPX is down. Apple is down almost 2%, taking it on the chin today.
On the chin.
What else? What's green? Acadia Pharmaceuticals is slightly to the green.
I thought you gave up on Acadia.
I don't own it anymore. I sold it at 50. and now it's 41.
Yeah, at least you got out decent. You know, because
But you could say that about almost any biotech.
that was the
If you sold it a month or two ago, you're doing good, no matter what the biotech is.
Right, exactly.
AEMD continues to be red, down a penny, but it was up for good at the beginning of the day. It was up.
It did go up a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
There was no real news on it though.
Alni is a very good, gene editing stock. They're up $1.83 or 1.37% at $135. I owned that one from 60 to 110 and gave up on it too early.
Oh well. Like you said, you don't cry for profits.
No. Amarin continues to slide every single day.
That's what I'm saying. Wasn't Acadia like Amarin's ugly sister, and we didn't even like Amarin?
Well, Amarin lost that court case. First of all, they never should have lost that court case. Fire the damn lawyers. Get a new team of lawyers for the appeal. You're going with the same idiots that lost to begin with for you. There was an impossible case to lose, and they lost an appeal as well.
People kept on saying somebody was fishy there.
I think they still have. They have one more legal maneuver left. I think.
Yeah. Well, like I said, though, a lot of this. That was the fish. That was the fish company, right?
That's the fish oil. They patent. They claimed the patent was bullshit because it was too obvious, and they won that. They won against suing that the patent was too obvious. Now that's nonsense. If it was that obvious, why didn't they think of it?
Exactly. It's like Columbus and the egg. I'll tell that story one of these days in the future.
Yeah, I mean,
oh, is that me or you? I want to check.
I don't know which is which.
I guess that's
me. Cabinet guy, take your profits and put them in custom cabinets. Cabinet guy, would you do my kitchen for me? I'm going to hire a cabinet guy. It's a little bit of a trip from Vermont, though.
Yeah, exactly. For a couple bucks. It's
I had a student about 40. Cabinets, and we became very good friends. And he came over to my house one day and said, "I don't like your cabinets," and he redid them all for me for free.
Nice.
And then we went to the track together, and he was a compulsive type fellow, and he kept buying me tickets, winning tickets. I said, "What are you doing? It's your ticket." He was giving me money. I couldn't. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Well, hopefully, he walked away with a couple dollars himself.
Get stuck with the Donald. They could have had Josh Allen. They do everything wrong.
Yes.
I guess Donald was rated over Josh Allen, but the quarterback is half the team, one half the team.
And half of nothing. Well,
cabinet guy gets locked.
So he's good there. So that's me.
Actually, I could probably give you lots of work because after CVM, I'm going to redo my entire house, I think, or maybe buy another one. I don't know.
Well, yeah, we keep waiting and waiting.
After CVM goes to 100.
Waiting and waiting.
So what's moving on the plus side? Amazon down 2.15% to 30.61. That's a yuck. That's a big yuck.
Hey, it's over 3,000. I wouldn't cry if I was you.
I keep adding. I added at 29. I added 3,000. Every number imaginable.
Add now.
I'm going to add some more.
All right.
The pot stocks are terrible. APT, which was up sharply yesterday, is down sharply today, 7%.
Yeah.
Or $1.19 to 14.33. ARWI. I bought some yesterday.
Oh, yeah,
One of the
Arrowhead?
things I did right, it's up $1.90 to $45.70. I added to my position yesterday, but I didn't add enough because I didn't have the full confidence, to add a lot. But I added a little bit.
Did you mention Lancadia? That one didn't get bought out.
That's getting killed again, I think.
Yeah.
Athesis had been 220, now it's 208.
Yeah.
It's still up 5.5% on bullshit RMAT designation by the FDA. In other words, we're going to help you, Athesis. We're going to help you move multistem through the process in odds, not in anything else, but in odds.
I know, exactly.
And we're going to help you. Instead of taking 18 years, it'll only take 16 years.
Right. Maybe that's why Meso's taking a bit of a hit also.
I'm cracking up. I cannot hear you good. I don't read lips.
You don't read lips?
I don't read lips.
Okay. I said that's why
it's a combination of the kids screaming in the other room and you talking low that's making it very difficult for me. We need Tim to translate what you're saying.
Okay, right, because he can hear me. He said
nothing fast about Athesis. Athesis is on the slow track, the local. Doesn't know from the express. It makes every stop between 42nd Street and 86th Street.
Right, even some stops that aren't there.
In the old days, it used to, the Lexington Avenue line, we called it, used to stop at 42nd, next stop 86th. Now there's a 57th. They added 57th Street. But there were a million local stops, so that was really cool if you run 86th Street.
Right, exactly.
I used to get off at 86th Street when I was about 12 years old because my father had a cleaning store in the around there, and I would travel from Brownsville, about a 45-minute train ride on the Lexington Avenue, Lexington Jerome, I think it was called. I would take the train, get off at 86th Street. Before my father could pick me up there, he generally picked me up, I would grab a pina colada on the corner. They had the greatest pina coladas, coconut drinks, whatever they were called.
Was that a Gray's papaya?
Oh, no, it wasn't pina colada. It was, what's that fruit that is very good for the stomach?
Gray's papaya.
Papaya.
Yeah.
You know that store.
I even know the one that you're talking about.
Yeah, you know the one I'm talking about.
Yes, absolutely.
Sorry about that, fellas and gals.
Oh, yeah.
We're having a private conversation.
Yeah. Well, dog.
Did I cuss? I don't think I cussed.
You did. If you did, I didn't catch it.
I'm better now. Okay.
Yeah.
As long as I'm better.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah, let me look at some more numbers to get me more upset. I'll start cussing again.
Well, you know,
AUPH, I got to look at the chart on that. $14.38. It looks like it's breaking south instead of north out of that triangle.
Well,
I'm very upset with that one.
Yeah, because you did tell people to straddle it, even though I didn't take that advice and went for the buy.
Yeah, I mean, if you bought straddles on that, I guess you're not getting hurt.
No, but anyway, I think that's one of the charts we should look at. Let's look at a couple charts anyway.
I found something green that I own. AstraZeneca.
Oh, actually,
something green.
I didn't even look.
Besides Athesis.
And you know, Johnson & Johnson's making a little bit of a move. My shot's only one shot.
BCRX down 10 cents or almost 3% to 366. You know how much I'm getting killed on this investment?
My average is about 5 on that one.
I'm supposed to be the guru, and I'm getting freaking killed. on
Yes.
BCRX.
Yes, we had three major ones: CVM, Athesis, and BCRX. Those were our top three, and at least one of them is still looking good, and that would be CVM.
Yeah, I mean, I never was absolutely gaga about BCRX. I didn't go all in on BCRX, but I got in enough that I'm hurt.
Yeah,
I went all in on Athesis only to go half out.
Yeah, well, I'm not giving up on BCRX.
I'm not giving up on it either. I'm just, I'm depressed.
I get that. I get that. You know, but as long as for you should be happy that you're at least in Amazon at some decent level. So you're at least,
everybody on this board.
Be a good year for you.
I think the three stocks that we have in common for most people on the board is CVM,
yeah,
ATHX, and BCRX.
Yep, those were our big three.
Yeah.
Everything else was just sort of noise. I mean, for a while we had Tandem and Acadia and that other one, and they came in and out of favor. But that's why you looked at your list and it was like a couple of oldies but goodies.
Yeah.
Well, oldies but stays oldies because there's nothing interesting about them.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you're in biotech, if you have more than 2 biotech stocks, chances are you're getting killed.
Right. Well, I mean, look, the whole idea when we talked about this was the reason to do biotechs was because they were interesting. I mean, if you're talking about IBM, we'd have to have a monthly show.
For a second, I heard your volume increase.
Okay, I'm going to speak louder again. See if that helps any.
I'm coming closer to the computer so I could try to hit you.
What was that, Sonny? What was that, Sonny?
Well, you know why we're laughing? Because we're getting hurt so badly. What are we going to do? Cry or laugh?
Well, like I said, laugh, clown, laugh. That's what they told me to do.
Don't end in X.
Yeah, Jiggly's right. Anything that ends in X.
No, that would be bad.
Or Y, or Z, or U. Or
the IBB is largely big pharma.
Is that big pharma or is that like little?
I think it goes by market cap. And in the biotech space.
I looked at the stocks that were in IBB, and they didn't have the Johnson & Johnson.
No, but they have the Amgens.
They have those little the Amgens, the little move ones, the Moderna's in there.
Yeah.
Those kind of guys. Hello, Pete.
Yeah, all okay. We can now exhale.
Yeah, okay, so from now on, we'll only look at stocks that end in and in N like Amazon.
Yeah.
And nothing else.
Okay, so let's continue down my list so we can cover some more. Capricorn is up 7%. Congratulations.
It was up 9% when we started the show.
Congratulations to Professor Spike, and lesser congratulations to Dr. J. I have another biotech in the green.
Yeah, well, that's one.
You know what I'm going to do?
Mankind is up, but only by.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Right after this show, I am going to double my position in CAPR.
Oh, okay.
How's that? So I'll go from a winning position in one day to a losing one. I'm going to use it all back tomorrow.
Give it back.
You really can't go crazy on news.
Are you still happy with Capricorn overall?
I told you the play is not the odds. It's not the COVID. Mm-hmm. The real play is at most DMD, which they're presenting October 1st.
Okay.
And on phase 2 results. And I think they're going to be stellar results. I think they're going to get a partner for phase 3. I think you'll see that stock over $10 by the end of the year.
Well, I'm looking forward to that.
But, if things continue the way they've been continuing, there may not be anything over $10, including Amazon. Might get Amazon for sale at $9.99.
But then why are my VIX getting killed? I mean, I'm in the VIX and I haven't made penny one yet.
Yeah, because it's not going down in big gulps. It's going down. It's a slow
Oh,
bleed,
is that
and it's affecting small caps more than large caps.
the death of 1,000 cuts?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Here's one that I thought
because
might
less than
show
my VIX.
promise. Co-Crystal, COCP, pennies to 98 cents. I was watching it. If it broke $1.07, I was about to go in.
Uh-huh.
It hit $1.07, but it didn't break it, luckily for me. Co-Diagnostics down another 5%. Yikes, 72 cents, 14.20. We'll chart that one.
Yeah, okay.
We chart AUPH, we'll chart CODX.
Yes, we'll chart all the heartbreakers.
We'll chart the SPX.
Oh, you want to? Okay, yeah, we might as well.
I'm looking for something else that's green. Gee whiz, CYTK. So I own that one. CYTK is
You're
not
Capricorn.
green.
You're not going to go in otherwise.
My
We should definitely look at
portfolio.
LCA just because we've been talking about it.
But the problem is it's gone down 9 points, and now it's up for the day, 57 cents.
Uh-huh.
So, it's, what does it mean?
Which one are you talking about now? I'm sorry.
Athesis we know is up, Pete. We know that.
Okay.
Some more red, more red, more red.
That is some long list that you have.
Oh, I have a lot of stocks. I own a lot of stocks.
It's
and then I got a big watch list.
You are stretched.
FedEx is up 1.62% to 247. To be honest with you, I nibble at that one on a regular basis. One of the few bright stars, shining stars in my portfolio is FDX.
Yes, I have friends who are crying that they bailed in February because the whole idea was in the old days you bought in November and you sold in February and you just took the Christmas jump, but now kept going.
My attitude is buy FDX on every dip and don't sell the rip. Don't sell the rip.
What's the long term play on that?
Up.
Okay. I mean, there's nothing fundamental happening.
It's just one of those stocks like Roku that only go in one direction, and Apple.
Well, except when it doesn't.
Yeah, except when it doesn't. FDX has had an amazing run. What else is green in my portfolio? Not much.
Yeah.
I tell you, this is a rough day.
It's been a rough week, actually. We were optimistic on Friday, if you remember. Friday looked really good, and then Monday.
Meanwhile, congratulations to all those longs who were in Immunomedic, the IMMU, take out at $85. I remember it at $15 just a couple of months ago.
Wow. Yeah, that was on the radar in the show.
Yeah, I charted it a couple of times.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. Then congratulations to anybody out there.
Yeah.
And you're welcome.
Now Lake is down another 3% to 1890. We gotta watch that. I'm selling every piece of all my Lake if it goes below 1850. That's my line in the sand. I'm done.
Really?
I'm done.
I guess because the smart money knows this thing is only worth that.
The problem with Lake is the chart is timber below that 1850.
The chart is, yes, but fundamentally, this thing should be like the richest company.
Everything red. Mankind is up 0.5% or 1 penny.
Yeah.
$1.94. Everything is red. It's crazy. It's really nauseating. Even the car makers, the electric car makers, NIO is down 5%.
The EVs aren't doing anything for us either. So
Nikola down 20%. I'm getting massive hit on Nikola.
Nikola, right?
What I made on I know.
Oh, because it's sympathy with Tesla.
Remember I said whenever a stock is under attack by a short, go for it. Go long. Usually
Right.
you make money. It happened with Ino. It got attacked. I bought at 9. I sold at 17. This one, the other way around. I started buying at 32, and now it's 23. So what I made on Ino, I lost on Nicola. I still own Nicola,
Oh.
so who knows? I could lose even more.
Well, Dr. J, when everything's said and done, and you have to pay your taxes in December, in April, you're going to find out that overall this was a decent year for you. Well,
You know what
Dr. J, done nothing sandwich.
Professor Spike, how much is it to get into the subway these days?
What?
How much does it cost to get into the subway?
Well, remember the subway is highly correlated with a slice of pizza, so it's $2.75.
How much?
$2.75. It's like a slice. It's almost directly correlated with the price of a slice of pizza in New York.
$2.75?
When I was a kid, it was 35 cents, and so was a slice of pizza. And
last time I went on the subway was, I think, 15 cents for a little token.
Well, yeah, well, it was 35 cents. The one with the little Y cut out of it, right?
Yeah, the little Y. I don't mean the big tokens. I mean the little token.
Yeah, it's a little token, and it's got the Y cut out.
Yeah.
They got rid of those a long time ago.
Yeah, that was like 15. What was that? 15 cents.
Well, back.
And then under Lindsay, the transit workers struck under Mayor Lindsay, and they raised it to a quarter, and they gave you a big token.
Right. Oh, that's right. The tokens that still had the Y cut out, though.
Yeah, they gave you a big token.
Right, but then a bit later they filled in the Y.
RMAT means absolutely nothing. You got $2.75. You go in the subway. That's all it means.
It's a nothing. Right? It's a nothing burger.
It means instead of taking 18 years to get you through, it'll only take you 16 years. Yeah, you know how long the average drug takes from the time it files an IND to go through phase 1, 2, 3 and apply for a new drug approval?
About 4 years, I'd say. 8, okay. Well, yeah, except when it's operating.
That means Athesis only has another 6 years to go.
Right, and so doesn't that mean CVM has like a negative 12 years?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, so let's sell now and buy 12 years ago.
I don't think the market cares one way or the other about the politics as long as it's not a contested election.
Exactly, and the likelihood of it being a smooth transition is extremely low, unfortunately.
Well, if the Democrats sweep and win big, then it'll be smooth.
They have to win big day of. They can't win big based on any of the mail-in.
Well, Trump is going to get a woman conservative judge. That means he's going to have the Supreme Court in the palm of his hands. So he'll contest the election and they'll remain.
Well, 60 more years. 60 more years. All right. Well,
CVM. I don't know whether I don't know. What does it take? About 6 months before it gets up on the docket for the PDUFA, something like that.
PDUFA.
PDUFA. I don't know what they did. I haven't, considering how much I own of CVM, I haven't been following it that carefully.
Yeah, I know, you guys. It will affect the markets, only that part of it. But once the winner is clear, I think we should be okay. Nobody's really.
Yeah. So according to Jiggly, it can't be contested because it's fixed to begin with.
How can it not be? Yeah. Well, that's what Trump is saying. It's scary stuff. It is scary stuff. And so when this general came around with his new book talking about Russia, the first question everybody asks is, well, then why doesn't your boss say what you're talking about?
Now let me ask you this. How can Jim Cramer get away with calling Pelosi crazy Nancy to her face?
Please. Well, he said he was being sarcastic.
If you or I had Nancy Pelosi on the show and called her Crazy Nancy, we'd probably be in jail.
Well, I would lose my street cred amongst the lefties.
All right, we're gonna play. I really think we hit bottom on the S&P, even though today is a down day.
Yeah, let's at least look at that chart. So
Look, I charted SPX 5 times in the last month, and I showed that cushion between 3240 and 3200. I stand by it.
Okay.
If it goes below that, we're in big freaking trouble.
And my VIX will finally make money.
So we will look at SPX.
Yeah, we should at least do that. Maybe.
So what are we looking at? We're looking at AUPH. We're looking at Code Diagnostics. We're looking at SPX.
And Capricorn.
Capricorn. That's Jackie. Say hi to Jackie.
Hello, Jackie.
Let's see what's going on. Anything else? Anything? Novavax down. All the vaccine makers are down except for AstraZeneca.
I got no green here, but my list isn't as big as yours. You probably have to like
Northwest Biotech down 4% to 85 pennies. That's the one like CVM that's awaiting data. They announced that they're in data lock. Unlike CVM that didn't even announce that. Let's see what else might be up. Oh, nothing. I mean, it's ridiculous. Very terrible day. Reds. No, red. All I see is red.
Yep. Red rum.
This is a puke. You know what's?
Capricorn's only up 3% now.
To add insult to injury, the one stock I think should be down is up.
Which one?
Royal Caribbean Cruise.
Oh, yeah, right. Let's see. Right.
Red Hill is up a dime. That's one.
Oh, that's right. Did Red Hill make any kind of move since it was suggested to us?
Yeah, Red Hill was $10.56. It had been trading at around $7 not too long ago.
Okay, so that was another one that was given to us.
Lynn, you know who liked that one? I think Lynn liked that one.
Yeah, Lynn liked it, and we were like, about it.
Here's one of Jake's old. Jake was in love with RMTI for a while. Down 30% today to $1.15.
Okay.
He's long out of it.
Well, good for him then.
Even Roku, which only knows how to go up, is down today.
This guy knows when to hold him and knows when to fold him. I like this guy.
Oh man, Snap is up almost 1%. There's like few and far between. All of the SPACs, 100% of the SPACs.
Oh, the SPACs are getting creamed today. I mean, I have
creamed.
SPACs and they're all getting creamed. I know.
Creamed. Not only the SPACs, but the babies that they gave birth to are getting killed.
Why is FanDuel taking a hit also?
DraftKings might be down. I don't know. I didn't look. The other Duquesne muscular dystrophy stock, Sarepta, is up 1% at 148. That one, they could team up with Capricorn and on a phase 3. They have enough money.
Okay.
But more than likely, it'll be a Pfizer. It'll be one of the big boys. I'm looking.
One of the things that still annoys me, as Peter Griffin would say, grinds my gears, is that they're still talking about this vaccine race, and nobody has mentioned the therapeutics. Nobody's mentioned the antibodies. Nobody's mentioned the antivirals. So it's sort of like these things.
Things will look up for biotech with a Biden victory, I think.
Yeah, but we're talking about the end of November. We should be that much further along towards the vaccine. So it almost seems like if we're not talking about the therapeutics now, when will we be talking about them?
Here's a marijuana stock that's doing well. VREOF. VREOF up 3% to 98 pennies. It had been as low as 40 pennies. So they're doing well.
And how's you like Curaleaf? You also like there was a SPAC that did
Surely number one.
and there was also Village Farms that you used to like.
Let's see how they're doing. I think they're in the red today, down 5.4% to 485.
Boy.
Watch Voyager Therapeutics. Voyager Therapeutics seems to have found its bottom, and it's now moving back above $10, $11. So we got to watch that one.
Okay.
Workhorse down 10%. Oh man, the EV.
Are you in that one?
No.
That one's an electric vehicle, and I have a taste on that
Walmart down 0.28% to 138. Now Walmart should be 150. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, no, I know that's the fair price. You know, I mean, it's waiting for me to get money.
Look, between Walmart Plus and TikTok,
and again, we still don't know whether or not we're going to be stuck in our house in February.
Walmart to me is the stock that will clash with Amazon down the road. The two gladiators will fight it out. Amazon is.
There could only be
what
one.
Are they, number 3 by market cap? Amazon, I think, is number 3.
Really?
Walmart is not far behind. They're number 11 by market cap. The top being Apple, and second, you know what's second biggest?
If it's not Amazon, then it's not Google either, I imagine.
No, Google's 4.
Oh, okay. Then I have no guess.
Microsoft.
Oh, okay.
What a cash-rich company they are.
Microsoft? Oh, yeah.
If you ever need a loan, go to them. If you need,
what?
If you need a loan, go to Microsoft. Go to Bill Gates.
Well, you know, it's a constant player in the game. You know, it's almost a joke though. It's like, you know, one person brings up the Apple iPad and the other one comes up with a Zune. You know, it's just.
Jackie has calls on Walmart. What's your strike price, Jackie? Yeah. What's the strike? 150?
No, those would be expensive, actually. I would think. I mean, we were looking at a friend of mine and I were looking at some of the Apple calls. They were expensive.
All right, Jiggly is getting testy.
All right. Well, oh, is he? Was he? He doesn't like all this dog poop that we're talking.
Well, you know, if he's not the center of attention, then we might as well just do charting.
I guess I guess you weren't bothered as much as I was about that comment on Stock Twits about the show.
Nothing bothers me about it. Any comment is a good comment.
Okay, right. Just
you know what my daddy used to say, every knock is a boost.
Right. My father used to say that all the time, and it turns out I never understood what he meant. I ended up taking it wrong because I thought when it said every knock is a boost, it was like every knock is a boost to the person who's knocking you. And it turns out that's not what it means at all. But, you know.
Every knock is a boost, and there's no such thing as bad publicity. As long as we get publicity, it's good.
Okay. Well,
all right. This is the double line that I was talking about of support. So we have support 3240 and support at 3200. That's the way I see it on the S&P 500. And we bottomed. Let's see where we bottomed at 3229. So I'm very close on my call, right? Very close. My top line was top line was 3241. Bottom line was 3204. So between 3200 and 3240 is the cushion of support. I like that cushion to stay. If we go below that, we could be looking at big trouble. I don't see big trouble, so I feel very confident about that level. So I've been buying on this dip, figuring the turnaround is close. Now we may retest this level a second time. We may revisit it, or maybe even put in a lower low, just a dip. But I think 3,200 stays.
So what is that black line? Is
So
that
that's like
200?
3,200 holds on the. Here's one that I made money on. One of the few.
Oh, Arrowhead.
I bought yesterday, right around here. I bought the day before. I've been making money on this one. First buy was 141, I think, on this day. And then I bought yesterday, 41, I mean.
Yeah.
And then 40, I think I paid yesterday in the 43s. So I'm doing all right on this one so far.
It's another one of our oldies because we used to talk.
Yeah, I made money a couple of times, lost money a couple of times. I've been in and out of that one a lot.
I didn't have a great experience back in the fall.
What do we want? What do we want to see? Co-diagnostics, AUPH.
We wanted to do right.
AUPH.
I'll have my list out up here. We definitely want to look at Capricorn.
With the magic pennant.
Well, AUPH was we needed to look at this because of your charts with the flag. It went out of the pennant, and I thought it was going to stay out of the pennant, and then it went back in again.
Yeah, that was depressing that it went back in again.
Yeah.
So now it could go all the way down to this level before bouncing back. It could go to $14, $13.90. Well, the good news is $13.90 isn't that far below where it is.
No, it's right. The chart makes it look like there's a big distance there, but there was also talk about a potential buyout here too, and so that's.
In the middle of the month, 10/19 is the end of the triangle, right? So
right, that was about earnings. I think that was, or when at least something.
So it's got time to hit this, say, $14 level, 13.88 level. Come back and do this a few more times before it breaks out.
Right.
I got nervous. I thought it might be below the line, but it's not.
So. No. It's just that I was thinking, you know that old saying about your previous ceiling is your new floor. I was just hoping for that.
Yeah. All right, but I shouldn't. I'm not going to panic on this one.
All right. Yeah, but you're right. This could do anything right now. The trend is downward, but there's a lot of room with respect to the technicals.
It's just a short-term trend.
There's no reason to be optimistic here.
You got a 4-day downtrend, big deal, 3-day downtrend.
Okay.
No big deal. Co-diagnostics just turned down for the first day today.
I mean, could you go back further than that? Or, I mean, I guess did you actually?
It turned down to the 100-day moving average and held that. Bounced off the 100-day. I think that's a 100-day. Hard to tell. No, I don't know what it is. Because everything looks red to me. This is purple.
Right, that's purple.
This is red. So this is a 100-day.
Right.
Oh no. Am I doing year to date?
I think that was one of I don't know what you're doing here. It looks like month to date. There's year to date.
Yeah, look, whatever this average is, I can't tell. It's probably the 200. No, this is a 200-day.
Right.
So what the heck is this line? I drew that line?
That's when you drawings, yes.
I drew that line.
Well, and it's actually still a decent line if it pops up off that.
Yeah. So that was a trend line that I was drawing.
Right. So what do you think? Another mini pennant going on there? We'll see.
I don't look at a chart for a long time. I don't remember what the line was, what I drew. So it looks like if it holds this the lower today, it's nothing serious, right?
Right.
We have another little pennant over here.
Right.
But I don't
It's found
see the.
stuff.
Yeah, I kind of see it. I don't remember my rationale for drawing it that way, to be honest.
Okay.
But
So
it's a one-day downturn. It's
yeah,
nothing to be
it's a
worried
wait and
about.
see. I mean, again, if we talk about the fundamentals, it was just because everybody's talking about vaccines, so nobody's talking about testing. And
Right.
these guys are involved in those spit tests also. So it's not like that anybody's beating them in terms of
There
their.
was one other company I promised to chart. What was it?
Well, we were going to do Capricorn
Capricorn.
because you were talking about making a lot of money going into it again.
Capricorn is a good one, a goodie. As soon as I get off the show, I'm doubling my position.
It was a nice little consolidation there, but it's a consolidation down.
So we're up 19 pennies or 3.57%. Gave back off the top.
Gave back, yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't rush to double my
Right.
position.
You might have a little bit of room.
No, in this kind of market, there's never a rush to do anything, right?
Indeed. Indeed, you could always give your money away. Well, that's what I was finding, at least with the big farmers. I mean, so that's why I'm not in a rush to jump into Johnson and Johnson, even though I do think that now that they've staked a claim in the race, that people are going to look at them.
Well, we had the high of the day was 605, and now I feel like I'm getting a bargain buying it at 550.
Right.
I'm still going to buy it, but I don't have many shares of it. So when I say I'm doubling my position, it's not like I'm opening up my checkbook and writing a big number.
Right. Right. You save that for your Amazon.
But I am going to add to this position. The chart looks fine. It's in a upward trend. They're presenting October 1st. I think the partner is likely before the end of the year for phase 3. I like the CEO, woman CEO. She's got a lot on the ball. I don't think they're a serious contender in the odds race. Although they did get good results in Cedars Sinai Hospital in LA for getting people off the ventilator. So who knows? Maybe they're in it. Maybe they're a contender. They're in the race.
Well, gets us talking about Meso again, because that's who your number one is on the odds race.
Anything else you want me to quickly chart?
So then you might as well do Meso since we're there. I don't see nobody's really dying for any particular stock anyway, since we talked about everything. So do you want to throw Meso up?
Meso, very good, very good. That's a good one. Another one I think might have been green today. Oh no, not green. Started out green.
It's still on an upward trend, though.
Absolutely. You know what? This is another one I'm tempted to add to.
I wouldn't blame you. It's one of my few winners.
I might just add to this. They got the host versus graft approval coming up. They got the rate. I think could be the winner in that still.
Right.
For COVID-19. They've got what's their big drug in heart attack, right? Myocardial infarction, whatever it's called. So they got a lot of irons in the fire.
Well, again, you're talking about the odds race, but there is an issue there because I've been hearing that hospitalizations are down, and that because they're learning very well how to treat patients when they come into the hospitals, that they're able to prevent some level of odds. Is that and has anybody else heard anything like that? That maybe
all I can say is thank God.
Yeah, indeed. If the hospitals are getting better and the numbers are going down in the hospitals, then like I said, then our best money is on these therapeutics.
I'm not investing in Meso or Athesis or Capricorn because of the COVID odds race. Not at all. Other reasons.
Understood.
Other
Right,
reasons.
the other medicines, not for the odds race.
You want to get nauseous? I'll chart BCRX.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we could call it because it's 50 minutes now.
That's to end on a sour note.
Just like today.
Uh,
CNBC and getting very depressed. This is wild, Chris. This is well, remember, Dr. J, for months we've been saying that this is all a fundamentals play, that the technicals have never supported this stock. Right.
The downward trend line is
going back
very much intact.
Going back from the summer, we've been saying that.
Now, can we make anything out of the 200 as serving as support? I guess so.
Hope so.
It's right. It's sitting at the 200 now. Maybe that's decent support. It only went below it once in the recent times. That was back here, and it hit 331 that day. Yuck. So if it breaks below this 200, we could be looking at that 331 level again. It's very depressing losing money on a daily basis on paper.
If you extend that line again, you get another pennant. Why do we keep seeing those things?
But this is basically a straight line. This 200.
Yeah. 200.
And if you extend it out, it would be.
There's some action right around there.
Yeah, there's some action right about there, about middle of the month.
About a week from now. Yeah.
So maybe we break out of this middle of the month, middle of October.
Right. Hey, look.
That's about the best we can hope for on that.
Fingers crossed.
I'm going to quickly chart the other two that everyone is here for.
Oh, okay, right.
Athersys up a big 8 pennies. Had been up 12 pennies. Oh, at least, ooh, it seems to be going down very rapidly.
Where's the support? I know.
For an up day, this looks like a very lousy day with that big red candle. Yuck. All I can say is yuck. I should have sold it at 222 or whatever the heck it was.
Well, yeah, no, you had like a $1.70.
You think I didn't know that the right play was to sell it at 222? I knew it was.
Right.
And I didn't feel like doing it, but I knew it was.
I don't know. I was being optimistic that good news was happening.
Yeah, that was not good enough news. I know the difference. You can't fool me.
No, not even this. Even the news about maybe there's still a shot at the other money, and stuff like that. That there was still a hope. There was still hope for the stock.
Here's one where the daily movements matter not.
Okay. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Let's end on this one. This is not a low note. It's a low day, but it's not a low note. We're getting a little consolidation here.
It's not exactly what I call a good-looking candle.
No. Well, your last candle, I'm just looking at the trend a little bit. It's,
The chart is like I said. Marty asked me the other day, do I think CVS will finally run? I said, no, more likely back and forth action.
Yeah, right. You might change the endpoints of your channel because it has been peaking above your top end.
I look at this and I say, okay, this reminds me when I was 5 years old. I was very good at yo-yo.
Uh-huh.
I was excellent yo-yo person.
But what do you think is happening there? It's not like, it's not like people say, oh, there's going to be, the news will be good. No, the news will be bad. No, the news will be good. The news will be bad. It's been somewhat consistent in terms of at least, the people who are bearish about it, thinking it's just a matter of time. I haven't heard any contrarians saying. I said 6 months ago, it's a coin flip. I'm still saying it today. Really? But at least maybe I'm only reading the bulls about this. I know.
I'm thinking it's a coin flip. There's enough negatives to make me worry. There's enough positives that make me optimistic. So it's a coin flip.
Yeah.
SPX is now at 32.79. Let's take one more look at the SPX. The heck with it.
Nah.
All right, so that's it for today. Adios,
Yes.
amigos. What are we going to say? Hasta luego, sayonara, shalom,
Hasta
au
heel.
revoir, auf Wiedersehen,
Kein gesund.
sei gesund.
Over.
I don't know what else.
Well,
Jiggly is complaining.
how about chin up?
Jiggly is complaining.
Oh yeah, you're right. The 2-hour matinee, right, for half price.
Jackie, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Lynn is here.
Yes, right back
I
at you.
didn't see Lynn.
Right back at you.
Always right back at you, Lynn. Sayonara, says David. All right. See you guys. Ciao.
See you later.